And welcome to another replay of Command & Conquer General Zero Hour. In this game, we are at Green Pastures, and we have Team 1 is Skippy, who is Super Weapons General. We have Scott the Mountain. No, I'm sorry, that is the wrong teammate. We have Pcap, who is Demolitions GLA. And we have CoreDawg, who is also Super Weapons General.
Alright, Skippy, this is Scottagorn, and looking at the left side, there is Scott the Mountain right there in the middle, GLA Stealth. Down on the bottom is Neo, USA Air Force, and up top is a hard army with China Vanilla. So, 2 super weapons on the right side, 1 Air Force on the left side. I know these guys love planes. I think we're going to see a lot of airfields going up. Is that what you recall, Skippy?
Yes, I have a feeling that was a big part of this game.
So you're across from Hard Army, and this is a small map. There's not a whole lot of room between you and your opponent. What's the first thing you're thinking about when you come out of the gates here with Hard Army across from you?
Yeah, the first thing I was thinking in this one was trying to get up into the middle here and try to cover, and then there's already some attacking going on by Hard Army. And meanwhile, if we go down actually to the bottom of the map, there appears to be some fighting going between Neo and CoreDawg.
So Neo preferring to start with barracks, CoreDawg preferring to keep his barracks close to home. If you watch CoreDawg, he's going to build his barracks right above and slightly to the left of his command center, and he will build his war factory on the opposite side. He wants to keep his base close together. I suppose that's probably a defensive protective maneuver, but dozers drive faster than infantry can walk, so if capturing the middle is important to you, driving that dozer up to the middle and creating your barracks there is going to help you get the jump on garrisoning some of these buildings next to these precious oils.
That is true. And yeah, Neo's got that barracks right there, but CoreDawg has also already got laser turrets or EMP turrets and a fire piece going down there. So he's actually pretty much messing up Joe's front line at this moment.
He doesn't have to be the first to that middle position, he just has to be able to strike it from his line of defense, from where he sets up. And EMP missile launchers beat fire bases, as we're seeing.
Oh yeah, he's got that barracks shut down, he's got the fire base shut down. He's killing a few guys.
In the middle, Mountain really got the jump on Pcap as far as being set up to be able to claim that middle, but I don't see any infantry zooming towards the middle from the Mountain. Instead, I see a couple of terrorists coming out of his barracks now. Now a third one. I wonder where he's going to send those. Maybe Neo is calling for help with those EMP launchers down south.
Although it also looks like we're right at that supply depot. Pcap is also building a tunnel, 2 tunnel networks right in Scott the Mountain's base.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mountain, right? And oh, here we go. Here comes a tank from Pcap. He's going to start trying to cause some trouble here with the Mountain. Looking at a battle of the supply depot, some tunnel networks.
I'm watching that technical that the Mountain sent in that he loaded with terrorists. The other day I sent in 3 terrorists to destroy a supply depot. He sent in 4, but one of them got blown up. They blew each other up, and so he only had 3 explosions on the supply stash. Pcap keeps it up and is now repairing it, but at least his workers are gone. But he notices right away he's building new workers, so not as effective as the Mountain was hoping. That was quite an investment from those terrorists.
Oh, yep, but he's now got that tunnel network there too. So it looks like, it looks like Joe's coming in the bottom there to help out the Mountain.
Skippy, you're the only one who's captured those oils in the middle so far. Everyone else, it feels like it's too contested. No one feels comfortable quite capturing them yet, though I think the Mountain, he could have had him by now. Pcap's not contesting him for them.
Definitely could have them. Yeah, I was up at the top there looking at that right now. I had finally got a couple choppers because the Hard Army was definitely sending in a lot of battle master tanks.
Yep.
And now as I just looked, they were sending in some MiGs, but I do have enough stuff to help fight them off. Turning at the turret, rocket guys, tunnels or towers by the oil there, so that was helping that. But they were definitely very relentless up there.
Yeah, they come out of the gate swinging, so your job is just to hold the line on thinking through your right side, because, for being honest, Pcap and CoreDawg, those are pretty strong teammates for you, so...
My goal was to make sure that the Hard Army did not become a third reliable teammate in the battle.
Definitely. And the Hard Army will send units random directions. They don't just all go the same way, but it looks like on this map, so far, they're just centered on you, which is exactly what you want.
Yeah, well,
don't mess with Pcap and CoreDawg.
Their stats, and they've already lost 46 units.
Yeah.
Army has, so, yeah, they're not afraid to send them. Oh, actually, now it looks like they're attacking some planes into the oil derrick, and in the middle, with the Mountain and Pcap are now fighting over that center oil.
Yeah, the Mountain got one of them, but Pcap stopped the other one with a Jarman Kell, I think it was, and that Jarman Kell from Pcap is now stationed right next to the Mountain's barracks. The Jarman Kell, wait a second. Yeah, Jarman Kell can plant bombs?
Oh yeah, we have a
You
bomb
learn
in that
stuff
barracks.
every day watching these replays. Oh my goodness.
I don't think I knew that one.
Let's see how explosive. Yeah, takes it out.
So
Takes
it
out a
took it out
barracks.
enough to stop it, yeah.
Alright, smartly going back now to the workers and the supply stash.
Okay, yep.
Doing what the Mountain was trying to do to him before. Kills that worker right. Would you look at that?
Well, let's take the 10 seconds here. And, oh, look at that. If you look at as I will scroll in, there is literally a countdown timer on that bomb.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
Pcap uses those heroes better than anybody else. Like,
oh, especially that Jarman Kell. That's like, yeah, just brutal with that.
I was gonna say Lotus myself,
Lotus,
but
yeah,
I've been on the receiving end of Burton, and here, now I'm worried. I thought Jarman Kell didn't have any sort of building destroying capabilities, so I thought I was safe if Pcap was ever GLA, but there goes that notion.
Alright, now down the bottom right hand corner, we have a, speaking of a Colonel Burton, he is blowing up, CoreDawg is blowing up Neo's supply center.
Wow.
Just placed the timer on that one.
He's probably going to be leveling up here.
Try
Killing some infantry there. Okay, he's elite just like that. Now he's going to heal.
Yep.
And with those Auroras coming over the top, I'm thinking Joe's days are numbered here.
And then here's the Jarman Kell again at that supply center taking out Mountain workers.
It really is amazing how much damage just those two units are doing to these bases of the Mountain and Neo. It's crazy. It's not an army pushing through there. It's just one guy, but it's a guy with the bombs.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, the Mountain's down to $2,300 right now. He's still got some money coming in, but that's definitely hurt. Neo's at $1,600.
Something you can do as GLA, if you're worried about those heroes coming in your base, is you can stock the palace up with some rebels and some RPG troopers. At least create a radius around that thing that is relatively safe.
That's true. I hadn't thought about that one.
I thought about it after last time. Pcap.
Yes,
Stole
maybe
my
now
stuff.
you learn what kills you the most.
That's right.
Here goes Burton again, destroying another power supply building.
That's the story of this game. And then up north, oh, look at you, Skippy, you're getting bold with those Humvees coming in. It doesn't look like Hard Army has anything to stop you except for a nation's worth of landmines on the ground.
Yeah, I definitely got that. I had some of the Tomahawk.
Yep. There you are.
Tomahawk. What they call something else, like defense launcher.
Tomahawk missile launcher, arrow fire dudes.
Yeah, the one thing I did notice as I was doing the attack right here, that those internet sensors are actually pretty strong. Plus that particular one, I believe when I first started attacking, he had a dozer on the backside that was taking.
Yep.
And so Aaron shot for shot, and I was not getting to the ground.
The Mountain must have found a way to kill that Charmin Cal, because he's really the only one left on that team with any firepower. I mean, unless you count Hard Army. But he had a couple buggies there harassing Pcap, didn't get too far with them, because, well, Pcap's got his own buggies, and I think I saw CoreDawg even coming up there with some Auroras.
Yep, they just leveled part of that front base there, just above that supply depot. And as I'm looking at it, Neo is down to 2 buildings left.
Yeah, it takes so long to rebuild at this point. When that's all you got left.
Okay, so right now I see 2 civilian buildings that have troops in them.
There goes the dozer.
A bunch of I think Neo is pretty much out. Like I don't see what he technically has.
I'm not one for surrendering, but at this point in time, there's that same Colonel Burton. At this point in time,
the mountain base.
It can be smart to surrender just to give some, like, you've got one supply center. Give that money to your teammate if you can use it.
Well, right now Neo's got no money, so I don't know that he would be giving anything.
Yeah.
And actually, now we got Pcap coming in with 5 rocket buckets. He just destroyed Neo's building.
That's all it's going to take, I think.
I think Neo is gone at this point. So, Pcap is slowly attacking the mountain.
And now it's just up to CoreDawg to decide, how do I want to take these buildings out? Do I want to use my Colonel Burton? Do I want to use these Aurora bombers?
Yeah,
you can see Colonel Burton's kind of standing off on the side, not doing anything for a while.
Looks like the mountain has resigned. He has surrendered. So now it's just the Hard Army. And so now it is just a brutal slaughter to destroy the Hard Army at this point. They cannot surrender.
Not until they've got like 1 building left, so.
Yeah, which is. And here comes. We had a nice attack here. I'm looking at a couple of nuke cannons, and CoreDawg dropped a firebomb on it, and it just destroyed like 3 buildings and nuke cannons. He did not have the safety upgrade on these tank explosions.
And those mines will disappear after a little bit, but it'll take some patience from Pcap with these buggies. Have to drive into them.
Oh, yep. And
there comes you, Skippy. You've got your own Auroras. You like to mix those Auroras in.
Yeah, I threw a few of them in there because, why not?
It doesn't matter which USA you are. It seems like, you could be USA Laser, Vanilla. If you've got a defensive line together and some Humvees, you like to bring the Aurora bombers in as well.
Rebel drop there, drop down the back, and there they go.
You are victorious.
Point has been defeated. So, in that Team 1 pulled out the victory, and now as the stats come up.
Do you remember Skippy? Sorry, on the bottom with Neo and CoreDawg Do you remember seeing it switch? Because I remember seeing... Okay, now that I'm talking about it, I do remember all of Neo's defenses being disabled by those EMP missile systems. So since CoreDawg was able to get them up, he was able to disable all of Neo's buildings right there in the middle, and probably it was just downhill from there.
Yeah. Neo was definitely there first, but CoreDawg had that fire base up, which was taking enough fire away from things that he was then able to get those 2 EMP towers. And yeah, once that happened, Neo just had nothing he could do on the front lines because he was just getting, like you said, just shut down completely.
Right. It's not enough to just get a barracks there in the middle. You gotta get it and immediately start making missile defenders to take out those dozers before they complete those defenses, and that's kind of a gamble. CoreDawg's building those defenses right next to his base. It's not going to take him long to get there. So that's usually my strategy with the barracks, but it's those first 2 minutes of the game are stressful.
Yeah, and I mean, really, the crazy part here was really Pcap and CoreDawg actually were the most devastating with their special unit. Between that Burton and the Jarman Cal, I mean, looking at the stats here, I mean, CoreDawg created 25 units.
25 units created, 25 buildings destroyed. If we hadn't watched the replay, you might think each one got a building all to himself.
yeah, 73 total units destroyed, and he, only lost 18, which were probably a couple of the Auroras as they were on their return flights.
That's right. So, I think the deck was stacked against the Mountain and Neo. They would have needed a really aggressive hard army. You never know when it's going to show up. There are some maps where the hard army just goes to town, but I don't think this was one of them. And you got the defenses up quick enough that it was kind of it was an uphill climb for them.
Yeah, that was definitely my target in this game was to occupy and take out the hard army. And that was where my target was, so we left Pcap alone in the middle to handle that whole area, and I just took that one. And like you said, once I got the defenses up, it was still costly. It cost me 22 buildings, or 22 units and 3 buildings up there, but yeah, it was enough to hold them off.
All right.
As you see, they threw 112 units at me, so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was a fun game, as is being on the winning side. Not that I'm on that side all that often. So
Green Pastures usually get some quicker games there, and this was a quicker game. But very good. That's about all I see, Skippy.
Same here. That's a wrap for that one. And yeah, that was a great matchup.
All right. Till next time, guys.